Hopefully, you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. We are back with a bunch of bowl games this Saturday, 8 games to be exact. A couple of good ones in here, and we do have a one good one that if you told me at the beginning of the year these two teams would be playing in bowl games, I would have expected a playoff game. That one is coming up over on our YouTube page. Make sure you do check that out. Again, covering every single bowl game and playoff game until the end of the season. But we have a military bowl game. This is played in Annapolis between Pittsburgh and ECU, East Carolina. Pittsburgh is a 10.5 point favorite. Over under is 52.5. Your boy, Kattenhauser, is out entering the transfer portal once again. Both coordinators from ECU, from what I'm seeing, are out. The DC is going to USF. The offensive coordinator is going to Ole Miss. This line open as Pitt as a 6.5 point favorite has moved to 10.5 points in favor of Pitt. I'll send it to you, Ethan. How was your Christmas and how are you feeling about this military bowl game?
Yeah, Christmas was great. A lot better than how I'm feeling about this game. But like you said, we do have some big matchups on deck, Clemson, Penn State, and a couple others coming up. So I do feel better about those ones. But hey, this is an 11 a.m. Eastern kickoff here. So it's nice to have college football all day long on Saturday. That's how America should be here. But this game, I'm going to lean with ECU plus the 10.5. Just think it's too many points. Pitt had some real aspirations of competing for the ACC championship, potentially going to the college football playoff. I know it was a bit of a long shot. Started their season 2-2, so for most of that time, they probably didn't think about making the playoff. But once it got to mid-November, they had Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Miami. If they could have somehow found a way to go beat all three of those opponents, they're very likely in or at least competing for the college football playoff. They dropped the game to Notre Dame, beat Georgia Tech, and then still have a chance against Miami in that final game of the season. Got blown out 38-7. Ultimately, Miami does make the playoff. Pittsburgh makes the Military Bowl against ECU. So just don't know Pitt's motivation here. Reading the quotes out of both of these locker rooms, the way that I interpreted Pitt's quotes were kind of just like, hey, I'm trying to get the team ready and, pumped up for this game. It's our last time we'll ever play together, but it didn't seem necessarily genuine, whereas ECU seemed to be a lot more rah-rah, that they actually care about this game. So obviously, talent-wise, Pitt is going to be severely outmatch ECU in this game, but I'll take ECU just with the focus, the heart. I think there's a little bit more to play for ECU. So catching 10.5, I'll take a slight lean on the Pirates in this one.
Yeah, we're starting our Saturday in agreement here. I am also taking ECU. I think 4 points of line movement is too much for a starting quarterback being ruled out. And I completely agree with you. I don't think Pitt's motivation is there. Maybe, at the beginning of the season, like you said, they probably weren't thinking of playoffs, but as the season progressed, that was always, in their mind. And now they're playing the Saturday after Christmas in Annapolis, Maryland. That's the bowl game they got. No palm trees, no beaches. Annapolis, Maryland. Well, it's going to be 40 degrees playing ECU. So, I don't think the motivation is there. And ECU, fantastic year. Kind of under the radar here, but good enough year. Like I said, both OCs and DCs leaving, getting better jobs. And I think this is a season that these players should be really proud of. And I think they have ultimately going to come down to motivation difference here. And I think that's a huge leverage for bowl games is which team's motivated and which team is just trying to get on to next season. So I like ECU in this game quite a bit. I'll take him at that big number plus 10.5. We are recording on Friday, the day before. So this line, it's already moved this morning. It might already move by the time you're watching this, but ECU on the spread, I can only imagine the spread's going to keep moving in Pitt's favor. So maybe you can wait and get a better spread here, but we both like ECU. And like I said, a lot of bowl games today. Make sure you do follow along on our page, Better in Green. Apologies, a little sick here. We're covering every single bowl game, every single playoff game. So make sure you guys do stay tuned and give us a subscription while you're at it. And until then, guys, we'll see you in our next video today. Later, guys.
Welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome. podcast. Better win green.